Like what Chris was saying is you guys will come, you'll enter the platform from on this side of the platform. You'll come in, you'll do your lift, you'll exit, and the person that you'll be talking to give your next attempt to be standing right over here. As long as you keep that flow going, it makes the meet go a lot quicker. Do not walk in front right in here. The judges are going to be here, and there's not a lot of room. Okay? On the squat, you're going to be given basically two commands. You're going to be coming up to the bar. When you get underneath the bar, you cannot do this where you take the bar and you put your hands out like that against the weights. You can't be touching the weights. You got to be in like this. Your hands can be butted up, but they cannot be out here like this. You can be in as close as you want when you're squatting on it. When you're in the position that you are motionless, most lifters will give the head judge a nod or look at the head judge. As soon as we feel or we see that, we're going to give you the command squat, which is a downward motion of the arm, and the command to squat at the exact same time. When you hear that, you need to squat all the way down. You must break 90-degree angle. That doesn't mean you have to put your butt on the ground, but you have to break the 90-degree angle. Once you break the 90-degree angle, or you feel like you've broken the 90-degree angle, you must come up. As you're coming up, the bar must continually, in an upward motion, continually go up. Any downward motion of the bar will give you a red light. I've seen people where they have fought and struggled and got that lift, and they got a white light because the bar never went down. I've seen people come up, they've gone down and up, and it was really lightweight, but it was so light that they kind of started up and they kind of excited about it, dropped down a little bit, bar went down, red light. Okay? No downward motion of it. Once you come up, knees lock, you're standing erect, you'll get the command rack. If you go into the rack too soon, you'll get a red light. Wait for your commands. I know for the last couple of years I've had to throw the red light because lifters did an amazing lift. They got their lift, but then they racked the bar before they heard the word rack. So don't do that. Okay? Wait till you hear the commands. Once you hear the command rack, make a bona fide attempt to rack the equipment. We do have spotters and loaders that will basically make sure that it stays in the rack. And then when you are done, you'll get the white lights or red lights to tell you whether the lift was good or not. Feet cannot move. You cannot be shuffling your feet. I haven't really ever seen anybody able to do a good squat moving around with their feet. But if your feet move as you're doing the squat, you'll get a red light. Any questions on squats? Okay, on bench. Bench, you will get 3 commands. Do not miss the commands. When you come up to the bench, you have these indicators on the bar. You cannot be on the outside of those lines. Your hands must touch either the thumb or the finger, that line. You can be in close all you want. Does everybody understand that? Okay, so that's the position of the hands on the bar. Thumb loops. I don't know if anybody remembers a couple of meets ago, I had a gentleman that loved to keep his thumb loops on. He'll be talked about for the rest of the time that I'm a judge, because I warned him once, I warned him a second time, the third time I took a national record away from him. Thumb loops must be off. In this federation, thumb loops must be off. We'll give you the warnings, but make sure you guys are paying attention, because I do not want to ever do that again in my career as a judge. Take a lift away from a lifter because of a technicality, because they forgot to do something.
Do they have to be tucked?
No, they just have to be off. Okay? When you come up to the bench, you'll go get on the bench, you'll get your position on the bench. You must take the bar out of the rack. Now, you can have spotters help you take it out of the rack. Once it is sitting motionless, I'll give you the start command. You'll come down, you'll touch your chest. Once it's on the chest, I'll give a press command. Once that is given, you must do an upward motion, continually motion. None of this rocking back and forth. Any downward motion of the bar, you will get a red light. Once you come up to the top and your arms are locked, elbows are locked, not soft lockouts, but locked, you'll get a rack command. When you're given the rack command, you got to do a bona fide attempt back into the rack. Spotters and loaders will be there, so to make sure it gets into the rack, you'll either have the red or the white light. Foot placement. If your foot is in the upward position, it must start in the upward position, it must finish in the upward position. Okay? Can't be shuffling around and it can't be going down. If you're in the down position, it needs to be in the down position. Okay? Any questions on the butt? A lot of people have gotten white or red lights for their butt coming off the bench. Some people have been very good at doing this in my career as one of them, being able to get an extremely high arch by tucking the butt underneath. And yes, there's chances that your butt will be off the bench when you actually start. So be sure the butt stays on the bench, butt and shoulders. The one thing about the shoulder rule, I've never seen this in my life or career as a power lifter. I've never seen anybody able to bench with their shoulders off the bench. I still don't understand why that's a rule. Okay? Any questions about the bench?
Only the spotters can do the lifting off?
The spotters can lift off once they got to let go and they got to step away. So basically, the head spotter, lift off, step aside.
Can I do that?
Yes.
For my wife? Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay? Now, if you are a elite lift-off person and you stay right here, you will not get the start command. You must exit. Now, when I say exit, all I'm saying is step off to the side, because if there's a problem, I want you to be able to help and make sure that person does not get hurt. Okay? Any questions on the bench? Okay? Deadlift. I don't even know why this isn't part of the sport. And then we got a deadlifter over here named Chris McGrill, thinks he needs 3. Okay, deadlift, pick the bar up, stand erect. The head judge will basically have his arm up. As soon as you come up to the bar, grab the bar, pull up, stand erect, you'll get a down command. Those are the 2 commands that you'll hear in deadlift. Okay? One thing you can't be doing though, you come up, you grab the bar, and you start going like this. And you lock up. That's hitching. Up and downward motion. Deadlift's the same as all the rest of them. You cannot have a downward motion of the bar. Okay? You cannot come up and grab it here and then kind of sit back. Okay? That's thigh support. Okay? Any questions on deadlift? You must. Controlling it down. Okay, controlling it down. I've had this happen also where lifter comes up, pulls perfect lift, great lift, so excited, he gets the down command and goes, I did it. And he drops the weight. Red lights. And that was a world record. Okay? You must come up in control. You must go down in control. Okay? Now in control means, yeah, you can bring it down pretty hard, but your hands must remain on the bar. You cannot do the open hand. If I see anybody doing the open hand, you'll get a red light. This equipment is expensive. It costs a lot of money, and for somebody to come up and disrespect equipment by just doing the open hand, that's disrespecting the equipment, that's disrespecting the sport, because that's not what we're here for. Control the weight up, control the weight down, you'll get white lights, no problem. Okay? When you're doing deadlift, you must have your socks on, and they must come to the top of the calf. Okay? We've had lifters that have come up, they got socks and they're about mid-calf. You're going to be asked to exit the platform and get socks on that you're supposed to have. Not only is it a problem with the platform, but you get blood on the bar, you get blood on the platform. Everybody knows that when you grab the deadlift bar and you drag it up your shins, you're going to cause cuts and scrapes. Okay, we don't want that to happen. Any questions? Now these are only the brief round deal as far as the rules go. If you have questions, or if you're warming up and you're wondering if you're getting to depth, the people that are in the red shirts, the blue shirts, or myself that's in the gray, ask us questions. Find out before you step on the platform and find out that you're not even close to depth. Okay? Any questions? Comments? Okay? This is a state regional meet, so no world records. No fourth attempts, correct? Pre-existing. Okay. On the pre-existing, we got that. Any questions? If you are going to set a record, be sure you tell the expediter that you're setting the record so that they can announce that when you come up. Yep. 9 o'clock, right here.
Let it go.